Yes, and we are live. I. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please leave here if you are going to disturb me. Hello, everyone. Welcome. How are you doing? Yes, yes, yes. I'm excited to be here. All right, so we're just going to wait for a few people to come on board. Today, I want to show you how you can use pattern board to create different designs, okay? So this is what we call a pattern board. But today what I'm doing is I'm going to be using 3 different patterns to create one design. So a lot of you already know how to use a pattern board, right? But do you know how to use multiple pattern board to create a design? All right, so if you're joining me on Facebook, on Instagram, or on YouTube, welcome, Oluwakemi Shola. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. How are you today? So tell me, have you heard about pattern board before? I want to know, have you heard about pattern board before? While we're waiting for more people, let's have a one-on-one conversation. Have you heard about a pattern board before? Have you used it before? Have you used multiple pattern board to create a design? Can you move it here so they can see my face, please? So tell me, I want to know, I want to hear from you. Yes, welcome, 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 everybody. Thank you so much for joining. I think it's like my second time actually using YouTube to do a live session, but I'm going to do this often. I'll try to do it as much as I can. If I can weekly or at least twice a month, I will try to do the live session so that I can show you hands-on practical ways that you can use different skills with rhinestone. Okay, so welcome everyone. Please tell me your name and where you're joining us from. I want to know your name and where you're joining us from. All right, good afternoon, Warisomina. How are you doing? Tell me your name. Okay, well, I see your name, but some of you, your handles are not actually your name. So I want to know your name and where you are joining us from. Okay, so tell me your name and where you're joining us from. I want to know. All right. So let me see. I'm waiting. I want to know your name and where you're joining us from. By the time I'm coming back here to do this live session, I would have been very, very good at it. Yes. And so we won't have any issues at all. All right. So I want to know your name and where you're joining us from. And in a matter of minutes, please, if you're joining us on, is that Instagram? Please, if they tell me their name, let me know their names and where they're joining us from. Mina is joining from Port Harcourt. Hello, Port Harcourt people. How are you doing? So the question I asked is, have you used the pattern board before? If yes, have you used multiple pattern boards before? Because what I want to show us today is how we can use multiple pattern board to actually bring out a design. Okay, so this is a plain t-shirt and we are going to be using a multiple pattern board. Yes, you didn't consider when we want to put it on the heat transfer.
I have someone from Japan, Abidemi from Canada.
No, you have to tell me the name of somebody from Japan. All right, so Abidemi from, we have Abidemi from Canada. Thank you so much for joining. Who? MC from Japan. Okay, so we have people all the way from Japan, America, you know, UK, US. Who? Damilola from Lagos. Damilola from Lagos as well. Exciting. All right, okay, so we have few people from both YouTube and social media, so I'm not going to keep us waiting. Josephine from Lekki Phase 1. Okay, welcome everyone. I'm done calling names. We have to get started on this journey. I asked if you have actually used a pattern board before, but in the absence of no response, let me go ahead and teach us why we are here today. If you are new and you are actually new to the rhinestone business, this is what we call a pattern board. it means that it's a pattern, it's a board that already has a pattern. Now, some pattern boards, can you give me that one? Some pattern boards are worn. Some pattern boards, all right, so Mina says, no, I have not used a pattern board before. Awesome, okay. And Grace, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so some pattern board come as this, meaning that you don't have to have different boards for it. It's just one board, which is the one I taught before in my other lesson. Watching from Calabar. Thank you, Grace from Calabar. All right. I taught this. If you have watched my webinar, you'll see how I used one pattern board to create a design. If you have not watched it, go to YouTube, click on Kiki Okewale. You will see the live video that I did about how to use a pattern board. Make sure you watch it and learn. So what I want to do today is use multiple pattern board to actually create one unique design. Okay, multiple pattern board to create one design. And I'm going to be using one transfer sheet actually, not multiple ones. All right, so the light just went now, but I hope you can still see me, and I hope the network is still connected while they try to quickly put on the generator. Nigeria, our dear, dear, dear country. All right, so this is a pattern board. You can actually use multiple colors on a pattern board, but today that can sometimes be hectic. So today I want to show you how I'm going to be using multiple pattern board. So what they've done in this pattern board I'm doing today is they have looked at the image and they've said, okay, maybe most time people want to make this one a different color. They've brought it out and put it in another pattern board. Okay, and maybe this mouth, they want to use it in another color. So I'm going to explain to you using the pattern board I want to use today. So it's a 3-in-1 pattern board. 3-in-1 pattern Okay, so I'm not sure if you are still here or if I lost you. I'm sorry about that. The network threw me out. So let me know if you can. Let me know if you can actually if you're still here. So it says we're back, but I just want to be sure that you're still here and you can see me. So let me know. Welcome everyone. Are you still here? Hello. All right, so I want to know from the comment section if you can still hear me, please. Let me know if you can still hear me. You wanted to say what? Keywords like. All right. Okay. Please, ma, what is a pattern board, or is it the one we call straw board? All right. Okay. So, let me know if you can still hear me. The network threw me out. Luckily, I was able to retrieve it, and the videos are still there. So, welcome back, everybody. Thank you. Hello, Gail Ide. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Olamide Odetunde, good afternoon to you as well. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I appreciate you. I just want you to know, can you type in the comment section pattern board? Type in the comment section pattern board, so I'm sure that you can actually see me and you can hear me. Type in the comment section pattern board. I want to read pattern board. Can they see me over there? All right, so pattern board, yes, ma. Okay. So you can see me. I'm waiting for you to type pattern board so that I can know that, this. Okay, Chinenye Vivian. Thank you so much. The reason that was very important is for me to know if, those messages were dropped earlier or you just dropped it. So now that I know that you're here, let's get this party started. All right, so for the benefit of people that are just joining, I explained earlier the different types of pattern board. A pattern board is a board that you put your rhinestone in, you lift it, and you transfer it onto your t-shirt. It's basically a pattern, a board that has a pattern. And in the pattern, it already comes with holes. So it has holes inside of it. Okay, and the next thing we're going to be doing is putting our rhinestone inside it before we lift it with something we call a transfer sheet. Type in the comment section transfer sheet. This is what we call a transfer sheet, and this is what it looks like before we cut it. This is what it looks like. It comes in 100 yards, and the 100 yards is I think 20 or 22,000, but 100 yards is actually quite big, and I cut out what I need from it. So you always have to just measure your board to cut out what you need. I'm going to move this a bit so that you can see my table very well. All right, so this is my table. This is the t-shirt. I want you to see that the t-shirt is plain. By the time we're done, we're going to do the pattern stone, and then we're going to heat transfer it on. Unfortunately, my heat transfer machine is not here. Is in my factory down here, and I can't take my system there. Okay, so once we're done, what we're going to do is they're going to, how do we do that? Let me see. They are going to I'm going to join with another thing, maybe a phone, and then I'll take that phone where we're going to pass it on. But right now, this is where we are. Transfer sheet. Thank you so much. Transfer sheet. All right. Okay. So this is a pattern board that has been separated into 3 because we want to use different colors of rhinestone for it. We want to use different colors of rhinestone for it. So most times, if you want this kind of pattern board, it's customized. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you one after the other how we are going to do that. Okay. So I'm going to be using different colors of rhinestone. Different colors of rhinestone. So this is number 1. I've labeled it number 1, number 2, number 3. Now, when you are using a pattern board, it is very, very important. Hello, Tinuola, joining from Ogun State. Thank you so much for joining. All right, so it's very important for you to know that you need to check your pattern board. Look at the size they put on the pattern board before you put your stone. So rhinestones have different sizes from SS10, SS6, SS4, SS16, SS12. But on this pattern board, they have put here SS10, meaning that we are using a rhinestone of SS10. And on this one is where we are using the silver rhinestone on, right? Silver rhinestone here. What I have here with me is yellow rhinestones. I'll be showing you yellow rhinestones, red rhinestones, and silver rhinestone. Okay, but you are going to see it clearly once we get started. So I'm using silver on this, I'll use red on one, and I'll use yellow on another. So I want to do this one first. I'm going to remove this other two from my table so that I have space to do what I want to do. Okay, the same thing I'm teaching you is the same way you are going to use a pattern board that is actually one. It's the same way. Okay, it's the same way. So don't worry yourself about that. All right, so what you need first is for you to be able to tilt it. What you need first is your pattern board. Come here. And your foam. I always use a foam so that you can know how to what to do. You can use your hand. You can equally use your hand. Lola Adeboke from Ilori, welcome. Thank you so much. All right, so you can also use your hand. I'll be using hand, I'll be using foam for you to see that, you know, you can use anything. Don't, I want to show you that you can actually start this business with minimal amounts. This pattern board is sold for 5,000, 6,000, 4,000, depending. And this pattern board, you can actually use it to create different design, multiple things. You can pick out the rose here and use it on other outfits. You understand? Without putting the face. So there are different ways you can use your pattern board. There are some pattern board that has 4 or 5 designs, even in one pattern board. Okay, so now let's get started. What I need to get this is my foam, my rhinestone. I'm going to go ahead and pour my rhinestone now. Okay, and okay, so let me show you with the foam and with the hand as well. Basically, what you are going to be doing is you are rubbing the stone inside. Let me tilt this a bit. Yeah, I think it's a lot better. You are rubbing the stones inside so that it stays. Okay, you are not going to be putting it one by one, because I'm sure a lot of you are already wondering, are we going to be putting it one by one? Type in the comment section rhinestone, rhinestone, bling, anyone you like, rhinestone, bling. Help me type it in the comment section. I want to be sure that my network is still here, and I want to be sure that you guys can hear what I am saying, okay? So you rub it in, and let's say you don't have a foam. Thank you so much, Vivian. You're going to use your hand to rub it in. It's not hard at all. And it's actually very, very relaxing. I find it very relaxing. So you rub it in, and the stones stay. And then we will remove the excess. Where is this? Is this Facebook? Okay. All right, so we will remove the excess, but for now, let's rub the rhinestones in. And, you know, I like to be generous when I'm pouring the rhinestones so that at once, everything can just stay. Rhinestones, yes. Okay, you can hear me. All right, so I just need you to really engage with me so that I'm sure that you can hear what I'm saying and you can see what I'm saying. I said what I'm saying. You can see what I am doing. Okay, it's very, very important that you can see me. All right, so if you have any questions, you can ask and I would answer all your questions, okay? So I've rubbed it in, and what I want to do now is I'm going to remove the excess and maybe some parts that are not filled. I'm going to put the stones, but as you can see, almost everything is filled, meaning that we're not going to be doing a lot of one job. Okay, so weeding the rhinestones out. Yes, bling. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So there are different types of rhinestone while I'm doing this. There are different types of rhinestone. There are the rhinestones that, there are different types and there are different qualities. So who you are selling to actually determines, because I've received a lot of messages like, how much do I sell? All of those things. The truth of the matter is your target audience will determine, one, the quality of rhinestones that you are using. So type this in the comment section. Couple of things you should consider when you want to be in this rhinestone industry. Number one, who is your target audience? Your target audience determines the quality of t-shirts you use and the quality of rhinestones that you use. Okay, so number one, who is your target audience? Number one. So that's number one. Who is your target audience? And then I said that would determine the quality of things that you are using in terms of your t-shirt, your rhinestone. I think those are the two things you need to consider. So now there are some rhinestones that sell as low as, a whole bag as low as 5,000 naira, 3,000. There are different qualities. However, the ones that I use because of my target audience, okay, is the number one, which is number one in Nigeria, or they call it different names, but it is not the real Swarovski. Nobody uses real Swarovski for this kind of big job. It is impossible. Why? The real Swarovski, the small one that I poured here now can go for as high as maybe 20, 30, 40,000 naira. This small one that I used there, it is not possible now. So this stone that I'm using is called number one. And what I'm doing is, as you can see, I've filled everything out. Who is your target audience? Thank you. It determines the quality of the materials you are using. You guys are good students, though. I should be coming here to do this all the time. You are good students. You are good students. So it will determine the quality of product you are using. For example, we have a t-shirt we do. We write names or something on it and we sell it for 10,000, 12,000 naira, depending on what we are writing. And there's another one, and that's good rhinestone quality. Okay, so some people do t-shirts and they sell it for 6,000 naira. Now, let me break it down to you. The t-shirt that we use is 4,500, right? And some 3,500, and they are both good quality. Now, somebody that is buying t-shirts of 1,000 naira or 800 naira cannot sell the same rate I'm going to sell my own. Because why? We have different target audience. My own target audience, I cannot sell to them bad quality t-shirts, right? Now, the quality t-shirt 800 naira means that if you are using t-shirt of 800 naira, don't bother to go and buy a rhinestone of 18,000 or 20,000 naira. You are wasting your time because the quality of the t-shirt is already low. So you have to make sure that, okay, maybe you buy t-shirt 1,000 naira and you buy rhinestone that the full pack is 6,000 or 5,000 naira and you use a bit from it, then you can sell your t-shirt to people at the rate of maybe 5,000, 6,000. Can you see the difference? You have to make sure that you understand who you are selling to. You have to understand who you are selling to. All right, so what I've done now is I have, I hope you can see, everything now has rhinestone. This thing, are you sure it's there? Everything now has rhinestone and we're about to lift it, okay? So what we're going to do as we are lifting is, this is a transfer sheet like I told you earlier. And I'm going to show you how at least you're going to be able to do your transfer sheet by yourself. Okay? So what I'm going to do is, can you see me? Can you lift the screen up? Okay. Can you see? So I'm going to fill the table. And I'm assuming that you are the only one doing it. That's why I'm doing this, okay? I'm assuming that you are the only one doing it. So you seal it on the down part. Yes. And then you use your mouth to hold it. That's because you are the only one. If somebody is helping you, you basically open it and you both pull it at both edges. But a lot of times we don't have help, right? Remove this one. So a lot of times we don't have help. And what is happening is oh, you see the helper now. Please take. My helper has scattered it. So that's why sometimes to have help, if you have somebody that is helping you and they go and scatter what you are doing, you feel like slapping them. But we will let love reign here. We will not slap anybody. All right, so is there anywhere else? Ah, it's plenty. You this game. Ah, she has scattered my stone. Oh. I did not even ask for help, Seth. I don't even know why she was helping me. Auntie Rachel, did I ask you for help? You have scattered my everything. Anyway, so let me quickly, because I don't even know where the stones ran to. I almost use another color. All right, so I guess some people needed to see more of this. So give me 1 minute. It's not going to take long. I'm just going to quickly fill out the places. And it's important for you to actually know that this happens a lot of times. In fact, I've had times that I am doing it myself. Oh, you just use your hands like this. One other thing I didn't mention to you is you have to make sure that you are using a flat surface when you are doing this. Make sure you are using a flat surface because you don't want to miss out. We are sorry. Thank you. It's okay. Echa is the number one in this rhinestone. She's my oga at the top. So it wasn't intentional. Let me just quickly fill it out. So when you are doing this thing, you can see that I'm using a flat surface. Whether you are doing it in your house, you can use the bare floor. Sometimes I just sit down on the floor. That's okay. Thank you. I'm fine. This happens all the time. I'm glad that it happened. Because when you are doing your own and it happens, I don't want you to feel like, I'm a failure. I didn't do it one time. Look at this. You can see it happens to the best of us. I've done some at a point that I just wanted to put my transfer sheet and my hand hit it and everything scattered. Ah, it was emotional. Let me say it was emotional. I was like, God, in fact, I would not like to. I just left it that tomorrow I'm not going to do this again. So I'm done now. See, it didn't take long. So don't be discouraged when things happen. Life happens, but what happens is we got to keep moving. Type in the comment section. We keep moving. We keep moving. Hello, Badru, Miriam, how are you doing? Yes. All right, so I'm about to lift it again. And so let me just, if it's two people, you both hold it at both edges like this. So if you have anybody to help you, you have to tell that person, don't let it go. If that person lets it go, that thing will drop like it did the other time. And voila. Please, can you help me bend it so they can see? Yes, we move. We move. Thank you. We move. So you can see, can you move? I want them to see your hand. So you can see her hand and you can see my hand. If there's anybody to help you, if there's nobody to help you, like I did the other time, use your mouth to hold it and pull it down on the edge so that it reaches it. Okay. So now I'm going to let her help me so you can see and you can show somebody that wants to help you, because I know it's going to be difficult for only you to do it at the beginning. Okay. So we are pulling it tight. And you tell that person air tight. You don't want air to enter. And together, we're going to put it down. I've used my eye to set it. I've seen that if I pull it down, it will cover all the stone and our own end too. If she pulls it down, it will cover all the stone. Pattern board, exactly. So we're together going to go down, go down, go down, and go down. And Rachel did not scatter it. Everybody clap for Rachel. Okay, so interesting, right? So I will not lift this yet. So this is what it looks like. Can you see there's rhinestone there, but it's not falling? Yay! Abracadabra. Yes, yes, yes. And what we're going to do now, because this same one is what I'm going to be putting on the other board. So which board am I doing next, please? So this is here. I will not lift it until and pink, waving and pink, waving and. Okay, yeah, waving and at me. Okay, thank you, thank you. All right, so this is the second one. And when we are done, you actually understand. So this one is done. I will leave it now. When I lift it, I want to make sure this is already ready so that I put it on top, okay? So now this is what we want. So I'm just going to put this on the side. And I'm going to go ahead with this. What color do you want for this? Red or yellow? Yellow? So like I did the other time, we're pouring the yellow. And what are we doing? We are rubbing it in. Also remember that you have to be using the size of the pattern board. If they put pattern board 10 and you go and use stone 12, you will be like Kiki when I started. And I was frustrated. I was so frustrated. I didn't know that, you have to be using the size of the stone. If you know how much I used to learn, how much I used to actually learn. My students are enjoying because I keep learning new things and I keep adding new things to the video. Unlike me, every time I go and learn, I actually have to pay. But it's okay. Your growth is important to me, and making money for you is very important to me. So I'll keep doing what I can. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Can you see that in a day, you can actually do, in fact, I remember there was a time that when I didn't have help, and I remember very well, we used to do like carry pattern board and do up to like 10 in a day. That's if you don't have other things you are doing in between. No? Before you start saying, Kiki said I have to do 10. And then you don't go and pick your children from school because Kiki said you have to do 10. You have to make sure that, you are. I want to make sure that I'm seeing all the comments. Okay. So what am I doing now? What am I doing now? Please tell me. What are the things needed for this? I want you to itemize it. I want to be sure that you are learning because I don't want to waste my time. So tell me, what are the things you need for what I'm doing now? What are the things we've said in a nutshell? Tell me. Oh yeah, I want to be reading from you. So again, I'm weeding out this. I'm weeding out the excess rhinestone. So what is the process? You get your pattern board. Okay, no, I want you to tell me the process. You get your pattern board. You have your rhinestone. You pour your rhinestone on. I'm waiting. I want to hear the process from you. As if you are the one teaching me. Tell me. I want to know as if you are the one teaching me. You know what they say about a good teacher? A good teacher is the one that teaches you good enough that you are actually able to teach a lot of other people. And that's why my students, they have actually also become teachers. And I am so, so proud of what they are doing. By the way, this is called a picking pencil. This is called a picking pencil. Okay? Right size of stone. Thank you. These are the kind of students I want. You have to be using the right size of stones. It is very, very important for your life to be smooth in the business of rhinestone embellishment. Because I was miserable when I didn't know that the stone size actually matters. I was using a board of size 10 and I was using a stone of size 16. Imagine the frustration. Just imagine it. It's like trying to put a needle in, how do they say it in the Bible self? Trying to put a horse to go through a needle. That's what the Bible said. Trying to put a horse to go through a needle. Is that possible? Of course, it is not possible. So, and I'd collected people's money for t-shirt job. The frustration was not from here. Hello, ma, do you have a million stone board for size 1? Size 1, okay. There is no size 1 stone, no. What size 1? Rephrase your question, please. And yes, even though I have 1 million board, it's not for sale. That's a board I use all the time. But very soon our pattern boards will be here, and there's pattern 1 million stones inside of it that will be available for sale as well. Oh, isn't this beautiful? I wish you can see it. I just wish you can see it. I just wish you can see it. Yellow rhinestone. So the first rhinestone we used is called AB, Crystal AB. And this one is yellow. And I'm just looking to be sure that I don't have somewhere that I didn't feel. How I enjoyed, teaching. I really enjoy it. I'm enjoying it as I'm showing you this. Pattern board. Yes, place your board on a flat surface. Pour your right size rhinestone. Good job. Good job, students. Good job. And so if you are getting all of this free of charge, imagine what you get when you are actually in my Bling It On course. Imagine. Just try to imagine it. What you will actually get if you are a student. If I can be showing you this free. This is called the tip of the iceberg. Tip of the iceberg only. My class is starting March 4, and we already have over 20 videos of our different things. In fact, I think it's close to 30 now, because I just added another 5 of what you can be doing. How you can use it on throw pillow, how you can use rhinestone to revamp your things and all of that. Anyway, this is all done and dusted. Yes. So it's time for us to use that pattern board, remove that pattern sheet from that board and place it on this one. And because they actually created it for each other, it would actually sit well inside each other. All right, so what you need to do once you do this is make sure you rub it well so that the sheet actually takes all the rhinestone. And when you are doing that, be careful so that I don't scatter this one and start blaming Rachel again. So make sure you rub it in very well. That's what I've done. Rub it in very well so that when we lift it now, everything is actually lifted. It's actually very interesting and exciting, and it helps your stress level. When I'm stressed, I like to do work on rhinestone. All right, because it's a work of art. So what we want to do now is we want to lift. And as we are lifting, I don't know if you can see, but all the rhinestones, Rachel, I will fight you. Oh yeah, pull that one to the end. So we are lifting it. Rachel Sha wants to help me by force, and it's not like her face is showing. I would have said she wants you to know her, but she just wants to help me. But basically, you can open it yourself. So what we've done now is we have opened it, and we are going to be placing it on this place, on this other board. Okay. So, oh yeah. So we are placing it. Don't forget that if it was one board as well, that's the same thing you do. If it was just one board, after one carrying, you are done. All you have to do is, yes, go and transfer it onto your t-shirt. But now what we're doing is, so you have to be very strategic in placing. Yes. Eh, 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 eh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is so pretty. This is so, so pretty. And we still have one more. We still have one more. Where is the one more? Let me show them. So you can see how one pattern, when three pattern boards are coming together as one. Look at that. This is what you go and buy in the market, where they you to look colorful, and you'll be like, how did they do that? Of course, don't forget that in China they use machine. But for us, it's not like we are producing 1 million. So this is nice. Can we make our own pattern board, or we need to purchase it? All right, so this particular pattern board, you cannot make it. You have to purchase it. However, there are pattern boards that you can actually make, but that's for advanced class, because that involves machines. It involves machines, and you want to be sure that you are really ready for it, because also the machines don't come cheap. So basically, most Nigerians use pattern board, or there's another design that I actually teach in my class, where you can customize your own unique pattern. You can customize your own unique pattern, but that's in my class. That is not here. That is a more detailed, what's it called now? It's a more detailed one. So if you want to learn that, make sure you join my class that is starting. We already have over 100 people register. Make sure you go join so that you can learn how to customize your own unique pattern. The beauty of customizing your own unique pattern is that there is no, oh, it's in the market. You give your clients unique designs. You give your clients unique designs. And there's nobody that does not like unique things. They want to be sure that, okay, this design is customized for me. It's not a pattern board that 101 people or 1,000 people have. Also, there's a way you can use your pattern board in such a way that it's unique. What do I mean by that? You can actually pick different pattern board and turn them into one. Yes, I do that a lot. And people who have that pattern board will be like, but I have this pattern board and it doesn't show me, it doesn't give me the same effect. You can do that. So this is number 2. So this other one is number 3. Is number 3. Where's my stone here? So this other one is the number 3 that we're going to do, okay? All right. So what we also need to try to do, because when we are done, we're going to go downstairs and link it. So I need somebody to join with the phone into the YouTube as a, how do I do that now? Invite. Who do I invite? Copy. Can you come and copy this link, please? Copy this link so that somebody joins with another phone, and that person will be a speaker. We can use the phone, take it downstairs to show them how we transfer it into the t-shirt. Okay? All right. So can you still see me and hear me, please? Then place your transfer sheet. If you copy it there, you're going to affect my stream now. Just snap it with your phone and then join from. All right. So can you still hear me and see me, please? It's very important that I know that you can hear me and see me, because I'm trying to copy something on the screen. Okay. Okay. Please let me know. Okay, so you can still see me and you can still hear me. All right. So where do we send? Okay, that's done. I don't want you to miss out on when we want to transfer. I want you to see when we want to transfer. That's why I want them to join with another phone so that I can use my phone, because this is a desktop, but I can't use a phone to do this because you won't be able to see this well. All right, so now we're going to use our color red to do the third one, okay? So the same thing we did is what we are going to do as again, okay? So I'm going to pour this. So you already understand this process. You are like a guru now in this particular part, right? You are a guru. Let me know if you are a guru. Do you have any questions concerning pattern board? Do you have any question? I'm here to take your questions. I'm here to help you. With this skill that you are learning free of charge, you can actually start your own business. Yes, red rhinestone. It's looking more like orange. You can actually start your own business with this thing that you have learned. Go and buy a pattern board. Buy a t-shirt. If you can even use a t-shirt that you have inside in your house. And let me tell you why I love this business. One of the reasons why I love it is because you actually use people's money. Type it. You use people's money to do the business. How do I mean? When you do a sample and people see it, when they order something from you, they pay deposit. You make sure that the deposit that you collect is enough to do the job. And then by the time they are paying you balance, that becomes your own profit. So I had a lot of students that, at the beginning, they didn't even have money to create different unique design. And what do? They do sample with their own t-shirts in their house, their own tops, and then people see it and they now pick different designs and show people what they can actually do because they've learned the ropes of it. So don't wait until you have everything. Don't wait until it's perfect. Go and do it afraid. Even if you make mistakes, it doesn't matter. There's a question. What's the question, please? Yes. Give me that pattern board. The pattern board, of course, can be reused once you lift your stone. I've used this pattern board like 1 million times. In fact, if you see a dress I posted recently, I used this pattern board. This what's it called here? Tape here is because the next class I'm going to be showing you how you can use one pattern board but put multiple colors. I'll be showing you in the next free live class that I will be doing. Put it back. And give me that one that we removed from. So this one that we removed from, that's to answer your question. The question is, can the pattern board be reused? Yes, this is the one I used earlier and I've lifted it and there's nothing, it's absolutely in 100% condition. So you can use it 1 million times. Nothing changes, okay? Another question I have is, Another question I have is, yes, ma'am, how do you from Lagos, how do you get your pattern board from Lagos? You can get your pattern board from Lagos from, please call me that number. Please let me type this number. 090 38 78 76 73. You can get your pattern board from that number that I called. Please, let's call it again. And please let me type it out so that other people can see it as well. 090 38 78 76 73. That's where you can get your pattern board from. Okay, different pattern boards are available. If you are just starting, you don't have to get this 3-in-1 pattern board because it will make the cost high for you. You can just get pattern board that are already full. So like I told you, this pattern board is one design divided into 3 pattern boards. So you can buy one pattern board, and I've already put this color. I think because of the color, you can actually see it better now. Please, are the stones of different sizes because I expect the stones to go in to the ones you have. I don't understand what you mean by that question, but the rhinestone I'm using are all, the most important thing is not what I'm doing. It is what your board tells you to do. My board is telling me to use size 10 SS10 stone. And all this pattern board is SS10 stone. And that is what I am using. Okay? That is what I am using. So all the stones I'm using on the 3 boards are SS10. Now, if the question means that why is it that all the stones are not entering inside the board? Once one stone has entered one board, another stone cannot enter into it. So you weed out those ones, and that's what I've done. I'm weeding out the excess. I'm weeding out the excess that I don't need. And the ones on top of the board that are not in the O, I also do not need those ones as well. So now everything is on fleek and on point. So what we're going to do now is what? Tell me what we're going to do next. I want to know. What are we going to do next? Tell me. What are we doing next? I want to read it. Please, if they are responding on Instagram, let me know. What are you going to do next? What are we doing next? I want to know. I want you to, you already have an idea. We've done it for 1 and 2. So what are we doing next? Lagos like badges. Logos like badges. I don't understand what you're saying. Please direct your question. Write it in 1 word so that I can understand. Transfer it to the transfer sheet. Thank you, Modupeola. We will be transferring it to the transfer sheet. Thank you, Ari K. We place our transfer sheet on the board. You see, you guys are awesome. Yes, so what we're going to do is, remember, we already have 2 here. So I'm going to lift this up, and that's what we're going to be putting on this particular one. Okay? So let's lift it. Rachel that likes to lift. So we're lifting. When you are lifting, you also have to be very careful. Make sure, and if you lift and there are still stones, just go back and press it to pick up the stone. It is not a problem. The light is too much, please. It's affecting the screen. So, yes, that's it. No, leave it. It's just that when she brought it close. So, if you lift it and maybe one stone was very stubborn, we have some very stubborn goats, coconut head stone. Just put the rhinestone and the sheet back and lift it. Okay, so let me see if we're going to have any coconut head. Yes, there's one coconut head. Okay, so again, sometimes if you have double, no, it won't pick because there's double. So sometimes maybe you did not see that there are 2 stones on top of one board. It will only pick one, which is okay. So, okay, so let's go back. We have some stubborn goats here. Let's see. Is this a stubborn goat or is double? Okay, so it's double, that's why. Let me see if this is double. Okay. Yes, and we are done. Yay! And what we are doing now is, you can move closer so they can see. What we are doing now is we're going to use this again to make sure that everything is sitting well. So the most important thing is for us to see that this one needs to go inside this hole. Yes. Yes, awesome. All right. Okay, so look at this. We have silver stones, we have yellow stones, and we have red stones. Wow, it's beautiful. So now let's rub it. Let's rub it to be sure that everything is in alignment and that this last one will come out. Which one did we just do? The red one. Just take the red one. So tell me, how is this? Tell me in the comment section, how is this so far? How has this experience been for you? I want to know. How has this experience been for you? How has it been for you? How has this experience been for you? I'm just making sure that I'm pushing anyone that shifted. So how has this experience been? Another question, how do you form logos from pattern board? All right, that one, you need to join my class for that one. That one is an extensive one. So if you want to learn that, go join the Bling It On course. For you to learn that, in the Bling It On course, I'll be showing you how you can create logo, customize logo, because you can't use a pattern board to create somebody's logo. So I'm going to be showing you. Okay, so somebody says, thanks, I don't know, awesome, amazing, very educative. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you want to be able to use logo, you need to go and join the Bling It On course for that, okay? Because that's what I'm teaching my students. It will not be nice for me to be teaching you that here. And what are my students paying for? So if you want to be able to customize logo, if you want to be able to customize designs, so can you join now? No, with your phone. You've joined? Oh, okay. So that we can take this downstairs for them to see. So any other question? Very interesting. All right, thank you, thank you. What are the feedbacks from Instagram, Rachel? All awesome. It is amazing. It's like magic. It's like magic. Okay, it's not magic. And that's why I'm coming here to show you so that you can see that it's actually nothing you cannot do. You can do it. And you can start making money from this simple skill. You can start making money. Okay? So we're going to lift now. And when we are lifting, what I'm going to do is, in the course of it, about one or two has faced up. So I'm just going to lift it and turn those ones. So you can see the three colors: clear color, red color, and silver color. Can you see everything? Please, from which people can I get the pattern board? Please, if you type the number, help me type the number out. Can you guys please be your sister's keeper? Help me type the number of the person I called out, where you can get your transfer board, your pattern board, your transfer sheet, your picking pen, so everything you need, you can get it. Okay? You can get it. So can you take your face off until we are ready to go downstairs? Okay, so what we're going to, actually, you're not in yet. It's okay. I need to add you, yes. So, all right, so this is ready, and we want to transfer it onto this t-shirt, right? We want to transfer it onto this t-shirt. So what we are doing now is we are going to the factory to go do it, and you're all coming with me. Don't worry, I'm not leaving you out. I'm not leaving you out. We are all going there. All right, so what you can do, sometimes maybe you have a t-shirt job with the same pattern board. You can lift it and use this to secure it. So let me do that, so that this is what we actually take downstairs, not the pattern board. So again, like I told you, we open it up, and if there's any excess, make sure you go and pick it up, okay? All right, so make sure you go pick up any excess when you are opening. If there's anyone that is stubborn, you just lift it back down so that it will pick it. It is not a big deal. Okay, so don't put yourself under undue pressure. All right. So as you can see, the first and second one time everything is fixed, but because we are lifting on top of each other, some of those stones have gone into the space where this red is supposed to pick from. But again, like I told you, it is not a big deal. We just go back and make sure that everything is in alignment. Okay? So this side is sorted. Let me open from here as well in case there are some stubborn ones here. Thank you for dishing out value for free. Of course, you are most welcome. It is my joy to see you actually put it into work and make money from it, and then come back to me and say, look at what I did with your free class. That will make me really happy. It will make me really, really happy. I'm not just teaching for the sake of it. I want you to actually make money from it so that, you know, you are happy and you have access to wealth. All right, so my students are making daily income with this single skill. And that's the skill I've given you here. Totally free of charge, okay? So I'm just making sure that, what's the question, please? Of course, you need it now, because how are you going to transfer it? But like I always say, you can use an iron. In my last live video class I did, I used the iron so that you all can actually see that you don't need a big machine. And there are some machines now that are very affordable as well that you can buy, handheld machine. Okay, but you need something else, whether it's iron, you need something to transfer it into the t-shirt. Okay? Any other question? Is there any other question? What about Port Harcourt? I mean, I don't know. So basically, if you want to buy, you have to send out, they will ship out to you. They will ship it out to you. Okay, so I think everything is on point now. Well, I still have some stubborn ones here. This is because we use 3 pattern board, and some of them have gone into somebody. It's like somebody else going into, okay, this is double, and this as well. So let's shift this. They've gone into somebody's house without permission. Those rhinestones, that's what they've done. All right, so this is, remove this. You held it and then you dropped it. So I'm placing it down, and I'm going to, so now I'm going to put, before I cover it, I just want to be sure that all the ones that have turned are done. Okay, check the ones that have turned, please. Move it, move it. All right, so I'm going to join with the other phone now, so that we're going to go to the factory. Who's coming with me to the factory? Who is coming with me to the production room? I want to know who is coming with me. We lift it with the transfer sheet. Awesome. Where can we purchase the pattern board? I called the number earlier. Please, let me just type the number out. Because you people, I said help me type it out. You are not helping me. 090 38 78 76 73. Also, you can, I just dropped the number now. Also, you can visit www.blingitson.ng and you will see these things there under the equipment, okay? Under the equipment, you're going to see it. So let me see if I can pin it. Okay, I cannot. But it's on the screen already. You can see the two messages that I dropped. That's the number and that's the website, okay? That's where you can get everything that you need. All right? So what we're going now, okay, Beloved says she's coming with me to the factory. Who else is coming with me to the factory? I want to know because we're going to the factory now, to the production room. And I'm bringing you along with me, okay? We're going to be going together. You and I, we are stuck together today. What's the time? All right. Okay, we're almost done because I have a radio show for 5 p.m. All right, so I'm going to bring in this other face so that add to stream. Okay, so it's muted, but by the time we are going to see give me so they can see my face. So you don't panic. You don't, where is it? So that you don't panic that, where did Kiki run to? Don't worry. We're together. Today is today. By the time you are done, you're going to be able to bling it onto wealth. Okay? Now look at me in two places. That's my twin. All right, so I will, let me see if I should remove myself. Can you see me? Let me know in the chat section. So we go downstairs. Let me... Can you take it and go for it? Okay, so we're going to go downstairs now, and I'm going to mute myself here, okay? Just so that you can follow me to the studio. So let's go. Okay, so if you're watching us live, we're going to the studio. This is what it's looking like. Who is going to hold this one? Maybe the person they come will show you so that they don't use. Okay, so you can see what I've done. I've put it like this, so it's safe, it's secure. You can place it on a surface to make sure that it's okay. So let's quickly do this. Okay, hello. Rosemary, just stay back there, please. Okay. Okay, so everyone, sorry about that. The network threw us out. I don't know, maybe the network does not really get here. Can you confirm that you can see me again and you can hear me? Rosemary, please check the comment section to be sure that they can see me and they can hear me. Please, I want to know, move closer. I want to know if you can see me and if you can hear me. All right. Yes, network is better now. So can you see me and can you hear me? Please let me know in the comment section. I want to know before I start, okay? I want to know if you can see me and if you can hear me. All right? Okay, I have two messages. Yes, yes. Okay, can see or Modukola can see me and hear me. I need to be sure if you can see me. What do you see? What can you see? Okay, Olufumilayo says I can. Okay, so you can see me and you can hear me. What can you see? What is it that you can see? What is this? Can you see this? It's blurry. It's the network. Sorry about that. Yes. Okay. All right. So you all can see me and you can hear me. Okay. So for those people that is blurry, it's the network. I will just keep going so that we can quickly go back upstairs where you can see me clearer. Okay. So this is a heat transfer machine. This is what we call heat transfer machine. Heat transfer machine. Basically, what it does is it melts your stone or whatever you're doing and helps it stay on your t-shirt. So when you want to, you can also use iron. If you want to know how to use iron, go and check my video on YouTube live that we did the other day. You see there, I showed them how to use iron, but I didn't bring my iron today because I didn't know I was doing this live video. So your t-shirt, the first thing you want to do is, we didn't put in the list, cover, heat transfer cover. The shit. The first thing you want to do is make sure you iron your t-shirt. Okay, that's the first thing you want to make sure you iron your t-shirt. Okay, make sure you iron. So I'm just going to put on, and I won't let it stay long, but I want to make sure the surface is smooth. For my rhinestone, because if you put your rhinestone on something that is raw, there's no way you can iron that out again. What did I say? Put it in the comment section. It is important you do what? Put it in the comment section, please. Yes, the press iron, bigger screen. I'm using my phone, so you're going to have to manage it, okay? Is either this or nothing. So you have to manage it. I cannot bring my Mac downstairs. So manage it, oh? Manage it. Rosemary, if you're there, can you make me the screen so that the only one they are seeing on the screen? You can remove yourself out, or I don't know how to do, but just make sure, but manage what you can. It's better than nothing. You can see me now. So I want the t-shirt very smooth now. I just want to remove this on here. It's very hot. Very careful when you are using the machines. They're always very hot, and I have a lot of blisters because of this machine. Okay. All right. Okay. Before I play, let me see what's comment. The comment has to be sure. Iron is absolutely, you are a good student. And what we're going to do is transfer our stone until you have to remove the protector here. So you remove the protector and then you place your stone however you want it. Now, if you are the one doing your design, there is no right or wrong way. You just have to follow the design. So this one now, I'm thinking, actually, this kind of pattern board is my first time using it on shirt. I always use it on dress. So I'm thinking I should put it on the neck. Make it look like a neckline. Let's see how that is going to work. So we are both doing something new today because this is my first time of also, that thing has burnt my hand. This is my first time of also putting it on a t-shirt. Oh, Rachel, you didn't lift this one. So it's okay like this, honey. All right, so I've put it on. And I'm going to press. Don't forget, this is what they call heat protector. This is heat protector. It's good for your t-shirt so that it doesn't damage it. The heat sometimes can be too much, especially those clothes that change color. You have to be extremely careful. So you put your heat protector, okay? And then you count. So the machine you are using will determine. So this one now, 60 seconds is enough for the stones to stay because it's already on 181. The temperature is 181. Okay, you can use iron. Make sure you are not using a steam iron because you don't want water pouring on your clothes when you are ironing it on. And you have to be very gentle when you are using iron. If you watch that video, if you missed it, so that you can see actually how to use iron, because I'm showing you how you can do it without necessarily buying all the. So next is going and out, but let's then we'll go up to see everything clearly, okay? And we're almost done. So once sector, if you are using iron, but you can put another cloth on top of it that you know will not change. But to be honest, I always do it that they don't go off. Okay, so you can use without the heat protector. You can use your iron. If you have the heat protector, you can use it as well. But the heat that comes from this machine is way hotter than whatever iron can give you. Move closer. Let me show you something. All of this are stayed, but sometimes you realize that when you were putting your transfer sheets, some of the stones turned to the other way. They turn to the other way. So like this one, see, they I think stay that place. Maybe we should just go. No, I want to remove it up because of the network. So let's go upstairs so that but you can see already. But Okay, yeah, go in something. So what we have done is look at it. But I want us to go back to big screen. What you see what we so just wait with me, okay? I'm taking you back to so that we can open it and finish. I'm almost done. Okay. Okay, I'm back up. Oh, the network downstairs was killing me. Okay, I'm back. That running up and down. I need water in my life. I'm back. So, what is the name of the heat protector? That's the name I've called it, heat protector. You've mentioned the name yourself. Is it cloth or paper? It is not cloth and it is not paper. It is I don't know how to explain it to you, but it is not cloth and it is not paper. Okay, all right, so this is what we've achieved together. You all are awesome today. We are together on this, and we're going to lift it up. Like I was saying downstairs, but I don't know if the network let you hear what I was saying downstairs. When sometimes when you put your sheets on and you're about to iron it or something, some of these stones can flip the other way. They can, you know, they are very small. They can flip the other way. If they flip the other way, it's okay. You're just going to make sure that you fill out the stones that I've removed, okay? I need a video for when I'm opening this thing. And then when you put it, you have to make sure it cools down before you do it, because if it's very hot, it's also dangerous for your hand. See the way I've been burnt downstairs. Now, I've been burnt. Okay, so are you still with me? I can't see any comments. Is anyone still there? Is anyone still there? You're there? All right, you ready? So should we open it? Open it, type rhinestone. If you want us to open it, type bling, type rhinestone. If you want us to open it. All right, I want to be sure. Type rhinestone, type bling. If you want us to open it, type rhinestone. Should we open it? Should we open it? Rhinestone. Okay. Omo B Ashade says rhinestone. Anyone else? Where's your video? Anyone else? We're about to open it. Move closer. We're about to. Yes, I see you all. I see you all. Blings, rhinestone. Okay. Let's open it. Ooh. 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 Look at that shimmer. Oh my goodness. I need that video. Look at that shimmer. Look at that shimmer. The network is messing me up today. Oh. And look at this. Look at the shimmer. Yes, Omobi said shimmer. Look at what we've been able to achieve today. It is so beautiful. The network, why is the network doing you guys like this now? Look at this shimmer. This one is not Apple. This is not app. This is original shimmer. Original shimmer. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Shana Wale.